Isn't it weird? Like some of the things that we're doing in these weird downtimes in between roles, you get to look around a little bit more than when you're kind of just head down looking at your desk and your email for your day. So that sounds cool. So David, we're here to chat about why you're in the Badlands. So I think the first thing to do is give people, the listeners, these millions of listeners that we have, millions, give the listeners a bit of a David Byrne summary, your career summary. Where did you start out and where were you most recently, and how come you find yourself in the Badlands?
Super quick. I started as a grad recruit at a DDB agency, worked there for 2 years, and I was excited to get into advertising, and then realised, hang on, this is not advertising. And then went one day randomly through a recruiter. That's how it used to work back in the day, probably
Yeah,
major
right.
players or the talent business, and went to chat to St. Luke's and walked into this crazy old toffee factory